Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here once again. We are looking ahead to the 1st of December. We have a really nice slate today, and yes, it's already December. Yeah, this year has definitely flown by, and definitely excited for it to be over. It's been one of the worst years of my life, unfortunately, but the last couple months have been pretty great. So that's what we got going on for me personally. But yeah, so just came up a little bit short last night for premium, but this was the previous night. A couple more screenshots um, from I think was that Saturday. It would be Saturday now. Yeah, it'd be Saturday. One of our subs, like I said, won 125 off $10, so definitely not too bad. So overall, we are still definitely killing it. We have college basketball coming up on Tuesday as well. $5 day pass for college basketball, $6 day pass for NBA Fanduel, $30 for a monthly pass as well. And we can also check out DraftKings, and that's a separate $6 day pass and separate 30 as well. So if you want to get in on that, check us out. We have our Twitter in the comment section below. Click that link. We'll get you guys all set up. Send us a follow, message us. And then, like I said, if you guys do not have that, we have our email as well. Get you guys all set up as well. That will be down there in the comment section below as well. So, yeah, let's go through these. I'm kind of gonna go through these games with you guys. Haven't really looked at them too much. Um, but yeah, let's kind of dive into it. Milwaukee and Washington, so it's gonna be a blowout. Looks like 233 9.5 here with Milwaukee on the road. Alex Sarr is questionable in this one, so we'll have to see who really plays and gets the start here. It could be Marvin Bagley. He's been out for a little bit, but he could come back here. But I mean, yeah, there's value there, but like I said, Milwaukee's a really dang good defense down low. But I would probably pick Bagley over Tristan here if you had to pick if Sarr is out. On the flip side, like I said, I don't mind looking at Turner at 6,200 in a pretty soft matchup without Sarr if that is the case. Giannis is back. Once again, really soft, easy matchup. Kyle Kuzma seems like he plays good with Giannis for some reason. So, like I said, these guys are in good spots. I just don't know how much I really want to take guys like Kyle and Giannis just because of how much of a blowout this could be. But Giannis should be able to get it. But last time, I mean, he's still working his way back from a thigh issue. He only played 18 minutes though at 45.6. So if it is a blowout, they're not going to push him at all whatsoever. So keep that one in mind. It was a It was a back-to-back though. So I still think he's going to play, 27 to 30 minutes. So should be fine, but just watch out for the blowout. And Ryan Rollins is an all right spot in AJ Green and GPPs. All right, Cleveland and Indy here in this one. Let's go check it out. 233, 5.5. I think this back to back here for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell kind of sold last night, and hopefully he can come back here in this one. 42.4. Picked up the assist, but didn't really do much in the scoring department. We'll have to see if Darius Garland here plays on the back to back. As we know, they kind of been watching him on back to backs here, so keep an eye on him. If he doesn't play, Lonzo Ball comes in play, but looks like he's out. So Craig Porter could come into play if Darius Garland is out. Only had 13.8, but like I said, he definitely comes into play, especially if Ball is out and if Garland's out. So keep Porter in mind. And all the optimizers will definitely have him if Garland or Mitchell are out. Yeah, I think those guys are kind of priced where they should be. Benedict could have an alright game GPP. Mobley had a really good one. Hopefully you guys picked him. Told you guys, well, not a really good one, a solid one, 48.8. Not too bad of a pick for him, but I just don't really care for their picking some of these Indiana guys. I just don't have a big feel for them. Power forward, they do struggle a little bit. I mean, Siakam's probably your main cash game. I pick him over Mobley, but both of them are in pretty good spots. You got Jay Huff as well with no Jared Allen down there, so this guy's going to continue being pretty cheap. It looks like, so why not put him in there? Um, who knows? I mean, he's not playing massive minutes. He's putting up really good fantasy points, so I wouldn't be surprised if one of these days he takes a big dud on us, and whoever fades him goes off because it just seems like whenever a guy like that's on a good roll, people are going to play him, and then he just doesn't do good. So we'll have to see if that's the case. But yeah, I mean, Mobley's probably your main dude. Hunter's okay in GPPs. Keep an eye out on the Garland news with Porter. Atlanta and Detroit, and also if Garland's out, that do like Mitchell more. Atlanta and Detroit here in this one. We have a 233 9.5 spread by Pistons back to back here for Atlanta. Porzingis did sit out yesterday, so we'll have to see if he's in this one. Porzingis has been having an illness for the last year. Not going to say anything about it, but he's just been a little sick here the last year, out of nowhere. So kind of interesting there for Porzingis. Kind of the same age as me, and he's just having massive health issues. So hope the best for him. But Zora Thompson's already at 5,800. Just usage rate's just not really high, and that happens a lot when the main guys start coming back. Hey, Cunningham's all right. Not Atlanta's not the worst defense out there. Cunningham should be able to get this one done. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how much exposure I want to Detroit, just because this could be a blowout, because Atlanta could come out flat. Because I feel like they're a little tired. They played a pretty good game yesterday against Philadelphia, so we'll have to see if they come out flat. Flat, if they do, then we'll have to limit a little bit. But overall, Atlanta's still pretty good defense, so we'll just have to see on that one. But Kate Cunningham is the main one in that one for me. Chicago and Orlando. Moving on to this one, 238, 8.5. Another kind of a slight blowout in this one. Giddy's definitely worth a look. Kobe White's worth a look at GPP. Suggs and Black are definitely worth a look in cash games for me. Bane, GPP only. Wagner, cash game. Price coming down a little bit. Bane's kind of taken over, so keep that one in mind as well. Don't mind looking at Tristan Da Silva. Noah Penda's been playing a little bit more, but I don't know if you can really trust him. But if somebody's out, maybe that's a guy you can look at. Like I said, Goga and Wendell are kind of back, so don't know how much he really wants over there. So, like I said, Giddy's going to be the main one. Suggs, and then Suggs and Black. Definitely in cash game, and White and Giddy and some GPPs. Moving on to the Clippers and Miami. Should be a fast-paced game here. Bump up for the Clippers. Once again, James Harden comes into play. Kawhi Leonard, both those guys are in cash game spots. Norman Powell could be all right here in a kind of, a revenge game against his old team. As we know, Clippers do struggle against the three-point shot quite a bit, so guys like Wiggins, Powell can come into play. And definitely Tyler Hero at 88. 88, probably one of your top plays of the slate. And really don't mind Bam either. John Collins, Zubac. I mean, definitely don't mind Zubac either. So this is going to be probably one of the main games to target with a 234, 6.5. Really, like I said, up pace here for the Clippers. So good spot for them. Moving on to Charlotte and Brooklyn in this one. We have a 227, 4.5 by Brooklyn. By Charlotte in this one. Looks like Porter's probably going to be back. So I don't know how much I want of really anyone else. I think Porter and Clowney really come into play. I don't think Clowney is going to have a ton of ownership. I mean, I get Porter's back, but he's still doing work with Porter being there. So I think Clowney goes a little underowned. We'll have to see how it goes, but definitely don't mind both of those guys. And that's really it on the Charlotte side. Brandon Miller comes into play as normal. Miles Bridges. Those guys are your cash game plays, and obviously LaMelo as well. Houston and Utah should be a blowout. I think these guys just played 232, 12.5. I'm pretty sure these guys just played each other. Yeah. I don't really have much. Jabari Smith maybe could come into play, but I mean, he's okay cash game, but he's 6,000 though. So, trying to find some cheap guys on this. Steven Adams, he played not big minutes. He absolutely killed it, but I just don't think they're going to need him here. So, I don't know. I just don't really have a ton. There's too many other games there. I mean, yeah, they're in all right spots, I guess, but I don't really want to touch it. Dallas and Denver, I think these guys just played each other not long ago. Maybe it's been a little bit, but Jokic definitely in play. He's been kind of underperforming, quote unquote. But I always target Dallas, and bigs usually destroy against them. So really like looking at Nikola Jokic in this one. Davis is way overpriced, and maybe a little bit of Cooper Flag, but Denver not too bad against shooting guards. But main guy I'm looking at there is probably going to be Jokic. A little bit of Murray. I know that's not really a lot of help, but I just don't see much else going on. So probably the two main guys from that one. Um, how's Ryan been doing? 3,900, only had 11.7 in, not really someone who want to touch. Well, I mean, if Brendan Williams is out, maybe Nimbar comes into play more, and Max Christie as well could be coming play in GPPs. All right, Phoenix and Los Angeles to finish this one out. No, we're going through it a little bit quick, but just kind of rough drafting it, kind of seeing what we got. 234.5 and a 5.5 spread by the Lakers. Um, yeah, I mean, this should be a good one. Back to back for the Lakers. We'll have to see if DeAndre Ayton plays here. Kind of hurt himself a little bit. I was all over this dude last night, and just still came up a little short because of Justin Champagne. He absolutely screwed me for the Spurs. But yeah, I was all over Ayton, 49.9. I don't know if he's going to play in this one. We'll have to see. I was all over Ozo last time, but Mark Williams is back, so not really going to put him in this one. If DeAndre Ayton does miss this game, I do like Mark Williams. He's fresh. Lakers are not fresh. I don't know who's really going to guard Mark Williams if Ayton's out. So if Ayton plays, don't really care for Mark Williams. If LeBron's going to continue being out, I mean, look, Jake Lavara, we already saw what he did. He did all right off the bench. 21, I had him. I could have played a little bit more, but just didn't have it in him. We have Rio Hachimura. And he shot the ball, but just didn't do anything else. 16-4. So we'll have to see who really steps up. I wouldn't be surprised if Rio Hachimura or Jake Lavara, one of those guys, step up here in this one. Phoenix, kind of a middle of the road defense. Austin Reeves absolutely pops off without LeBron, so you got to always continue to have him in there. I mean, if Marcus Smart continues to be out, guys like Colin Gillespie coming to play at 6,300. And like I said, I know he didn't do the greatest last time against Denver, but still, I think he's not bad at 6'3", but he's not the cheapest out there, unfortunately. Gabe Vincent did get the start. He had 17-4, so eh. There's just not too crazy out there. Booker's not too bad at 9,000. Like I said, I'm not too afraid of point guard shooting guards against the Lakers. Fears didn't do too bad, and I think Booker could get you about 44 to 45 in this one. So that's kind of what we got going on here in this one. Like I said, if you guys want to come join us for premium, came up just a little short last night, but the last night before was pretty good, and the last previous couple nights have been pretty good. So definitely come join us for some NBA Fanduel and also some college basketball as well. Like I said, not a lot of people really play college basketball, and sometimes it's not, like I said, available in your check if it's available in your state, but if it is, definitely give us a shot. Not a lot of sharks there, not a lot of providers, not a lot of people in there, so it's a good way to make some pretty good money and not have to fight against a lot of sharks. So message us on that, message us on NBA. Like I said, each one is $30 each separately, $6 day pass for NBA, $5 for college basketball. You get two lineups for the day pass and also for the monthly pass as well. So once again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Leave a like. And like I said, it goes a long ways. Subscribe as well if you guys are new here, and we'll see you guys here in the next one.